Hey, how's it, guy? Tell you what, let's just get ourselves back on track and center ourselves. Every time you pick up the instrument, make sure it's in tune. The low G, when you do a spider exercise, and then do a minor second to get to your pinky to the 7th fret. And then do a whole step from 5 to 7 with the pinky. That gives you your D note. G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, and then D. That D note on the 7th fret of the G should be the D of your next string open, which they should be in unison. Next thing, do the same thing with this next string, and you'll find that on the D string at the 7th fret, you're playing the A. I was a little flat. On the A string, when you do the same thing, you'll notice when you go to the 7th, you'll be playing the E. And it should be in unison with your top string. And then you're in tune. Now check this out. Every time you pick up your instrument, do that. And then follow suit with spider exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doing a down, up, down, up. Then I'm going to do it flat over here. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. I'd say go no faster than this in the beginning, but doing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Remember to keep your fingers on the fretboard. Don't put your fingers on and take your fingers way off, because then it takes a long time for your fingers to get back. They start moving together cohesively, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Eventually you can do like 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, or 1, 3, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at us playing in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. The purpose of the spider exercises are so we don't get bored and we can learn how to play our fingers doing minor seconds. At that, we can do all majors if we wanted, and that would give us what we would know as being G Lydian. G, A, B, C sharp. If we did that all the way, it would alter there, but we can see doing that in every key to give us our first 4 notes of any Lydian scale. So, concept, bring it on back now. Every day, try and do this. First finger and second finger generally are going to play your G major. You could add a 3rd finger and a 4th finger. That's a big chord though. We use it for staccato, where we don't let the note go through. It stops it right when we play it. So the other ones have long notes that keep going, the G and the D, after we take our fingers off of this. Meaning, if we can play our E minor to have open notes and our E minor to have closed notes, you can utilize the functionality of both chords. So, brass tacks, tune the instrument, play a few spider exercises, no matter how you want to do them. For mandolin and banjo, that's fine. I really like doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. That way we get all the way to our last note up here where our fingers used to playing. We get our 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I skip to the 2nd fret, which allows me and makes me kind of judge the distance between fret to fret. And if I were to start this process, let's say at the 5th fret, I could start the whole thing back over, and it would look something like this in speed up mode. These help me get warmed up. They don't necessarily all have to be in a row. I could do whole step, back a half step, whole step, whole step. Either way, I know what the brain's doing, and if I can't make it do on the fingers what the brain says, slow down. The concept is, if you can play a G major, know that by flattening and taking that G and it goes down to its only sharp, F sharp with that same B note, and then that F sharp goes to an F, you'll clearly see that one of the notes of a triad is moving, the G. G major has the G in it, but it also moves another one of its G's to an F sharp for a G major 7. Then when we use the F note, it is a half step below the F sharp as an F natural. Thusly, it's our C G dominant 7, or just G7. So the 3 different chords derived from the fingers that you should be able to do with all fingers are G major, G major, G major, G major 7, G major 7, G major 7, and dare I say, G major 7, G dominant 7, G dominant 7, G dominant 7. From there, it keeps going. G6, G5, G4, G3, so on and so forth. But the concept is, if you can do that with G, you can do that with C. And you can do that with F sharp. When you scoot the G major up to the G sharp, you can now do that with G sharp, to a G sharp major 7, to a G sharp dominant 7, C sharp major, C sharp major 7, C sharp dominant 7, C sharp 6, so on and so forth. So when we go through that process, do you see the reason why I teach how to do the teeter-totters with rhythm? And here's what a teeter-totter looks like. G major through all the forms of G. G major 7, G dominant 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They had me playing just on the 1 of everything, and then I kept my right hand going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because my right hand now is completely in rhythm. So if I wanted to do multiple or less, it's a ways of attacking the rhythm over here by getting a strong foundation in just 4/4 while moving to the chords that we're supposed to be learning and being aware of what a G, G major, and a G7 is that can be done as C, C major 7, C dominant 7. And here's where today's whole wraparound comes in. Try and write a little something using a 7 chord. That 7 chord can also be considered a diminished chord in a key. So if we were playing just a G major, E minor, D major, and a C, we'd be in the key of G. G is my 1, or heck, a B minor. 1, 3, 5, D major, and then C. G, A, B, C, D. Those are all the notes we're going to need for here, and we're not even going to be playing the, well, I guess we could play the minor third as well. It doesn't matter. They both sound great. Try and make one of those a 7th chord of a different chord and go into something. If I was to play a C7, C, D, E is an E diminished, which goes into F. Now follow me here. If I had G major, B minor, D major, instead of playing C major, I could play a C7, which feels good. So we got G, B minor, D major, G, B minor, D major, C, G, B minor, D, D. This next time we're going to go to a C, then a C7, E minor, D, C, C7, F. See how I just went to the F? And then I could go do the same thing. I could go F to B minor, A minor, to, what is it? C? No, B flat. Major. Isn't it? F, G, A, B, O, C minor. Because we were going up. Anywho, long story short, I'm going to throw another video out there. Try and follow that through. Same concept we just worked on here. The idea is when you see your G major 7, and your G dominant 7 being workable for different modes that we've talked about, the 3 major modes, Ionian, Mixolydian, and Lydian, then we can kind of see our C7, our G7 as being lending chords or gateways to different key modulations. Other than that, I'm going to put a Mando out there about the Pink Floyd song, and I can't wait to see you again. Aloha.